what Impact Hub Zagreb is. Who has heard about what Impact Hub Zagreb is? Who knows what Impact Hub Zagreb is? Great, so there are people who doesn't know. Oh, I didn't see it. So, Impact Hub Zagreb, it's a platform that we have developed. It's a space-based thing that we opened 4 years ago. But let me just first tell you about what we want to achieve. We want to achieve a better world that evolves through the combined accomplishments of passionate, creative, and committed individuals focused on a common purpose. That's basically the mission of Impact Hub Zagreb. And it obviously requires a collective movement, a collective action to have a better world. So what we basically do is provide a space so people have access to these, resources, connections, knowledge, talent, and investment. Yeah, investment. I'm going to tell you later on about how much money we have been putting into supporting entrepreneurs in order for them to take their ideas into action so they become entrepreneurs. And obviously for having a sustainable society at the end of the day. And how do we do this? Well, with the power of network. Impact Hub Zagreb is part of an Impact Hub association of already 100, it's going to be 100 at the end of the year. Impact Hubs around the world. You will see. Do I have a laser? Yes. Okay. You see in Latin America, you see around 34 in Europe, North America, Africa, and Asia Pacific. This is the global network. So far there are 80 of these spaces, and we are very happy to have one in Impact Hub, in Zagreb since 4 years ago. It gathers around, it gathers around 15,000. Actually, the latest numbers are around 19,000 entrepreneurs in these 100 at the end of this year hubs. So we are basically where change goes to work. For the ones who have been there, you see that this is a creative space, a creative working environment. We don't have a big space. Our space is 325 square meters. We're already thinking on, I was telling Deborah before, we're thinking about moving to a 1,000, 1,500 square meters. We go organically, like any other organization that would like to go further. People were telling us, go little by little, grow organically if you want to reach the stars, and don't go alone. And that's exactly what we are doing. Our Impact Hub enables, connects, and inspires people to sustainable impact the society through different things that I'm going to tell you now. This is basically our offer. So we have a working space, I told you. We have around 45 different entrepreneurs, organizations that are using the space. We have flexible working solutions. That means that we have different packages. We have 7 different packages for entrepreneurs, and they go and have access in terms of hours per hour, per day, per month. What else we have? We connect them. I'm going to tell you more details about this connection. We used to say that we have, actually it's a reality, we have a locally rooted, globally connected community with a hosted environment. One of the differences with other co-working spaces, we actually don't call ourselves co-working spaces. We tell people, and actually they were the ones, our members told us, yours is a collaborative space because co-working happens as a secondary thing in Impact Hub Zagreb. In other spaces where you have co-working spaces in Croatia, what you have is spaces, some level of hosting. What we have is a very cool process where we engineer serendipity. So we set the space, a platform, so these collaborations and connections happen. It's not about putting a lot of money into the design or into the furniture. It's about enabling people to do and have these connections. And that's exactly what we do with this connection offer. We also offer them access to resources, investment, knowledge, talent. I will tell you more details about it. And our space has a unique culture of entrepreneurship. We are not only focusing on ICT entrepreneurs, makers. We are not only focusing on arts, we focus on different sectors, because guess what? Innovation happens when you have diversity, when you have different expertise, and when you have different kind of people working together. So we have a unique entrepreneurial vibe. Those are pictures of other hubs, by the way. This is Impact Hub Madrid. We are pioneers and thought leaders on entrepreneurship for impact. It's not only social entrepreneurship, it's not only mainstream entrepreneurship, which is only about for-profit and chasing the money. There is nothing wrong with that. But what if you at the same time can have a robust business model and changing the world? The same way the guys in Radiona with Deborah would like to do cool things that actually solve and do, solve problems. Well, that's the initiative of a sustainable business model. So if you can make it at the same time that you can monetize and have something out of your passion, that will be very cool. So we support people through this offer that I mentioned for impact. So let me tell you a little bit about the space. As I told you, it's 325 square meters. Those are examples of other hubs, of other similar collaborative spaces. We have understood that the workspace is no longer one space. It's many places at the same time. No wonder why we choose to have a flexible spaces. We have we have a meeting room of 15 square meters. We have fun booths where people can have Skype meetings, different activities while they are connected online. So it's very flexible. We also offer tailor-made spaces designed for interaction and creativity. So we are in a place where design is very important. Why would design wouldn't be important in a place where you go to work? If you are working for a corporate world, chances are these places have, the square boxes, and it's not inspirational. We have to design the way, the space in a way that people interact, that people, that we enable these interactions. We can never force, especially with Croatian culture, we can never force them to collaborate. We just set the space and the conditions so people start collaborating. What else do we have for the space? Well, it's flexible with a unique vibe I mentioned, and this is very important. Personal customer care plus a good balanced rate of location and price. There is a reason why we are on Vlaška. Everybody from Croatia? Yeah. Okay, you are still with me. That's cool. So there is a reason why we are still in the center of the city, because it's well connected, because it's 5 minutes from the main Trg. It's because we have all other options. We are in the so-called design district, which is a very interesting initiative. We are surrounded by designers. So we would like to put not only designers, but business people, consultants, artists in the same place, and it's already happening. So I told you about the resources. So why our hub is a social innovation platform? Because we have managed to put, after 4 years of experience and gathering all the experience from the hub network, we have managed to build something very cool with all these ingredients, cooking it with the local spices, so you can have something like this. And resources is our most valuable thing and our most valuable asset. What kind of resources we have? Well, we have resources that are cost effective in terms of if you are an entrepreneur, if you are in the startup phase, you don't have money to actually pay for a consultancy support. Well, we look for funds so you can have that support. The things that we do, for example, with incubation and pre-incubation programs, that some of you already know about it. We support impact entrepreneurs. Those are based on raising their capacities. Both of them are based on grants. So we have given so far, for the last 3 years, 70,000 euro as seed capital for entrepreneurs to continue working and doing their activities. No equity involved. It's a seed grant. It's exactly what they need when they are starting. And it's not our money. It's the money from our partners. We're actually working on an investment fund, but that deserves another conversation. We also have programs about capacity building. Some of you know about Beyond Unemployment. I see some people who are part of it. Beyond Unemployment is a very cool program to find solutions in Croatia about unemployment. And that's supported by Bosch Foundation. We also have Wise for Women. This is a capacity building program and support for women entrepreneurs. That's also the thing that makes us different. We focus on 3 verticals: women entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, and youth or young entrepreneurs. We have Pixie Dust. Pixie Dust was a program from a 16-year-old girl. It's about coding, and it's an open program, and anybody can do it now. We have the guidelines. If we can, run it through the Radiona network or any other network, that's also the way of doing things of Impact Hub Zagreb. There are things that we create or we co-create that make available to other people. And Pixie Dust project, it was 2 days of coding, but also about exciting and inciting teenagers from between 16 and 18-year-old, so they become part of the STEM, or they get interested in STEM fields: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. It was supported by US Embassy. We also have education as part of the resources that we give. We have a network of mentors, so far 20 different mentors. We also play good in the gender balance. 50% of our mentors are women, which is really cool. Because you definitely have a different insight, a different guideline when you have a woman mentor. They have passed through different things. And if they are entrepreneurs and if they are from the business, obviously they have got a big expertise that can help you. We have our network of mentors. We have a hashtag challenge, which is a program that came out of a European Union fund that some people here know about it. It's about helping students so they can come out with their business ideas. It's a 1-2 days event. Very, very, very simple, which is, by the way, also open source. It's available. If some of you would like to try it, I can give you the links. We have Impact Lab. Impact Lab is our series of events that we produce every week or every month, and that have to do about different topics. Business, marketing, accounting, everything that you as an entrepreneur will need to go further. Let me tell you about the third thing, which is the connection. I told you about the offer that we give to the entrepreneurs. One is the resources, the other is the space, and the third is the connection. Remember that I told you we are a locally rooted, globally connected space. That means we can connect our entrepreneurs from Impact Hub Zagreb to other entrepreneurs from other close to 80 different hubs. And not only that, we can also give them access to different resources that are available during Impact Hub Zagreb. What else is important here to tell you? We are now working with an online database, so Impact Hub members can have access and can use different keywords and connect with other hubs. And if, let's say, you need a front-end developer, or you need an artist to do something, or you need, I don't know, an investor, impact investor from Vienna, you can probably connect it through the platform that we are building. We know that technology is very important, so we are making use of the technology as much as we can. I'm going to finish very quick. Those are our members. Actually not from Croatia, they are from Seattle. But yesterday I was going through the... I mean, yeah, I look like from Dalmatia with my color, right? But I'm from Mexico. We are diverse, by the way, in the community. So talking about the community, they are educated, they have experiences of entrepreneurship, and they are young, between 25 and 45 years old. So our community is young, entrepreneurial, highly educated, and mainly has private sector work experience. It's the best combination that you would like to have whenever you are starting, or would like to scale, or would like to look for different options or growing as an organization, either for-profit or non-for-profit. So when I say organization, it's regardless of the for-profit or non-for-profit. It's about your business model of what you are doing as a venture. Those are examples of some of the people of our community. Just a short list of what we have. We have from civil society organization, from ICT, they have startup, ICT, this is civil society, PR. This is a very cool for, who is mother here? Who has a child? Okay, so only 3 persons. Okay, we can talk about it later. We have these guys who are, it's a design agency. These girls are designing shoes. Maybe you know about it. Click Club, this is one of the winners of our last year incubation program. They are developing, you know about it? Okay, they are you the guys from Rijeka? Oh, we have to meet them. Yes. Thank you. You see, talking about connections. By the way, if you want a designer, they are badass designers. They are really cool. So that's why we want to talk to them. And they designed this Click Club logo and the branding of Click Club. What Click Club is? And this is an example of one of the organizations that we support. They develop a solution as a catering service solution for kindergarten. Because we have discovered, Mirella, you have a kid, they don't really eat very well. I mean, I have a daughter of 3.5 years, and they really eat so crap. So what they have developed is an approach, and that's true, an approach to offer sustainable, if organic if you want, or at least maybe less polluted, less pesticides, food option for them. And that's what they do. That's an option of what the entrepreneurs that we support. And this is one of the most important things that I wanted to highlight. Social innovations do not happen alone. Social innovations, especially in an ecosystem like Croatia. I have been in Croatia for the last it's going to be 8 years. You need to collaborate. You need to do things together with other people. And those are examples of some of the people that we have been doing things together, plus others that I obviously didn't have time nor manage. So if you guys designers that have been doing things together with us are not here, please apologize. But the list is very long, and it's about the 3 values that we have in Impact Hub Zagreb: trust, courage, and collaboration. We wouldn't be here if it would not have been because of the connections and collaborations that happened with other people in the ecosystem. And we are very proud of it, and every time that I have the opportunity to say it, I mention it. I need to add biscuit sounds. Sorry for you know, I'm missing some of them. Our impact, so I'm gonna finish. Wow, it took 60 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna finish very quickly now, because this is the impact. So I've been also talking, you know, I've been only talking about what we are doing as a hub, but these are the results. And I love, is there somebody from the government here? Because I love to tell them, we don't have any public money, but we are doing their job. So, from the innovation scale and revenue, 32% of members are offering innovative products. 36% of them offer products to a unique target group. Of all of our members, they have reached around 107,000 customers by the product or services of our members. They all have you know, they are all funders. Only the last 6 months, we have had 5 entrepreneurs who incorporated. And this is the last one, I believe. So this is the money that we have been given. This is the hours of mentoring that by itself they provide and give to one another with our support, obviously, with our facilitation. This is the new full-time positions created on average in 2015. We're going to have in 1 month the results of 2016, and it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be close to 2. What does that mean? 2 per venture, 2 per organization. If you multiply by the amount of organizations that were in 2015, this is 80 newly employed positions. You're welcome, government. and on doing it. And it's not us, it's them. We just help them to have a good internet, good connections, not to worry about talking to the landlord, and obviously the other things that we are providing. So they spend more time doing their core activities and not with also. Yeah. These are the individuals that have been at the hub in our events, and that was it. Thank you very much.